At shooting guard, Shaden Sharp.
So, Brent, at this point of the season, do teams still have time to figure things out?
I think there's always time, Kevin, to figure out where you are. Again, the expectations in the early part of the season about how competitive your team was going to be, that's critical in your decision-making as to what you want to do with the roster. But if you think that you can get into a deep playoff run, you've got to be honest about how these parts are fitting in and whether or not you need a change.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Avdia out there with Anunoby. Then it's Anthony Simons. Then there's Ayton. And it's Sharp in at the shooting guard position. Back to Jaquez. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Hero, no good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. And Sharp has it in the corner.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Here's Simons. Avdia, a screen on Hero. Simons, the shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
That's exactly how you utilize the pick and roll. Simons looking really comfortable in the set there.
Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Juzang. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Sharp. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
To the paint, here's Juzang. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is all timing right there, just led him perfectly.
Hey, Brett, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excelling?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Now, here's Simons. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. And they pick up 2.
Defenders want to get physical with Simons to try to offset some of his athleticism. It doesn't always work.
The Heat have gone 2 or 3. Here to start out the game. Here's Adebayo. Got a piece of it. Outside, Avdia. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
After what we saw from Simons last year and the way he broke out offensively, just becoming one of those guys that plays with force when he has the ball.
And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
And it's Ayton missing. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat, trailing by 4. Out to the right wing. Pass to Adebayo. Jaquez against Sharp. And the basket is good.
And the balance Jaquez Jr. has is impressive. That's tough trying to knock him off his kilter.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Sharp. And Ware pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
3 seconds.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Simons. Here's Avdia. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Here's Hackett. Pass to Juzang. Shot clock at 6. Hero, that's a two-pointer. No good. That would have tied it.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Sharp, that's good.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Pass to Ware. Jaquez outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jaquez has got 5.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Now Sharp to the inside. Looking for Avdia and gets it there. Adebayo against Sharp. It's stolen by Adebayo. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Jaquez against Anunoby. Pass to Hero. Adebayo down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Simons with the ball. 6 points for him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
In the paint, Simons really has to go up against it. Credit to him for sticking with that play and seeing some daylight.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Miami.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Wiggins is checked in for Miami.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Simons, the pass to Ayton. And here's Avdia over Wiggins. Avdia can't hit.
And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Now, here's Avdia. Nothing on the board. Great defense that time from Jaquez. Here's Juzang, defended by Sharp. Avdia against Jaquez. Here's Juzang. A three-pointer, no good.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
A kick out to Anunoby. Ayton sets the pick for Anunoby. It's deflected. Jaquez with the steal. Pass to Hero. Wiggins outside. It's over Avdia. And it's Wiggins missing. Portland leading. And here is Simons. He's got 8. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Simons has got 10.
Well, Simons, if we got a replay of that, you could see his eyes just get huge there. He had a great chance to finish that one off.
On the wing, Wiggins. Jaquez outside. Outside, Hero. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
You can tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So for the Trailblazers, Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Walker comes in for Avdia. And it's Price in for Sharp. Now, here's Simons. He's got 10. The kick out to Williams. Back to Simons. Inside, Walker. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Miami. Pass to Wiggins. 1:29 left here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. That one, no good.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Here's Anunoby. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Now it's a 4-point Portland lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Wiggins outside. The crossover. And that's 2 points on the layup.
That's a snappy dribble move from Wiggins, carving out some space.
For Portland, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And here's Price from beyond the arc. From beyond the arc, and then some.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor. And they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Pass to Jovic. Floats it up for Wiggins, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
On the alley-oop.
On the wing, Anunoby. Price kicks to Anunoby. Here's Williams. He's guarded by Adebayo. And here's Price for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Portland Trailblazers. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Blazers.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack.
Defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. They've got Price. Walker out there with Williams. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Kamare in at small forward. Hero passes to Wiggins. Man finds Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing. Trailblazers leading by 3. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with the statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
The Hero comes into the game in attack mode, going right at the defense off the dribble.
For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Simons on the wing. He's covered by Hero. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Here's Wiggins. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Kyle Anderson is checked in for the Heat.
Number 20, Kyle Anderson.
The Trailblazers shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And it's Simons off the drive. It's good.
A lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Pass to Jovic. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Hero kicks to Wiggins. That's tipped. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And they're on the break. And the dunk by Walker.
Great decision by Simons. He's got the reputation of a score-first guard, but he can dish it.
The Heat trail by 5. Now here's Wiggins. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. No good from outside. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Simons. He's got 12. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Love the combination of skill and athleticism. Anthony Simons
passes to Wiggins. Anderson outside. To the left wing. From downtown. 6 to shoot. Hero, that's a 2-pointer. Walker with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Simons kicks to Price. Down low. Here's Kamare. Defended by Man. Simons, the pass to Price. Sinks that one from the post. Price has got 5 points so far.
And this is something Simons continues to work on. Love seeing him look to involve his teammates.
Hero passes to Wiggins. Fader on the way, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
He was wide open, but just to make sure, he put a little fade on that jumper.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions.
For your Miami Heat, Dancer.
And Portland has possession. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Ayton sets the pick for Sharp. Diving in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Frank, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
The Heat making a switch here. Man's checked in.
Sharp still trying to find some comfort and familiarity at the free throw line. Sometimes it takes some young guys longer.
Hero. And a pick bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. That's 7 points for Tyler Hero.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
On the wing, Anunoby. Pass to Avdia. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Sharp. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Heat trail by 6. Now, Man. He has yet to score. Hero with it. Juzang passes to Jovic. Pass to Juzang. For the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Henderson dishes to Avdia. Henderson outside. Looking for Avdia and gets it there.
Really good work on the interior. Avdia forcing the D to compromise.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting for Portland.
That free throw, no good.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Man.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, D.A. is a two-way threat.
Well, the paint can open up for Hero because he's such a good shooter, smart to attack. He had a chance to do it there.
Bounce pass from Sharp. Wiggins against Anunoby. Back to Sharp. It's stolen by Adebayo. Juzang passes to Adebayo.
That's a stomach. Punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Anderson looking it over. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Tyler Hero picks one up.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
First one falls for him. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Hero. Both free throws good from Henderson.
Always those anticipatory moments with Scoot Henderson when he's out there playing one-on-one to make plays off the bounce. That's when it gets really exciting.
Here's Jovic. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Jaquez finds Adebayo. Back to Jaquez. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer. Wiggins. Avdia with the rebound.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Henderson passes to Sharp. The high post shot. It's rebounded by Jovic. The Heat trail by 3. Pass to Juzang. Jaquez with the screen on Avdia. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped.
Yes, sir.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most.
Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Juzang's got 7.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Back to Sharp. Over Wiggins. And it's Sharp missing. So for the Heat, their last game a loss to New York. Here's Jaquez. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And here's Anderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Anunoby. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Excellent focus from Anunoby. Wasn't going to let that bump get to his head.
Juzang passes to Jaquez. Here's Jovic. Pass to Juzang. Jacks up a three. Portland grabs the miss. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Henderson right side. Sharp against Wiggins. Now here's Henderson. He's tightly guarded, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Avdia, a screen on Wiggins. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Portland out in front, up 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hey everybody, it's Portland Trailblazer basketball.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like the aggressiveness. Don't lose steam in the second half.
Let's shift gears now and see how things are stacking up in the Western Conference.
You take a look at Portland, they're frustrated, and you can...
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Anthony Simons getting it done today.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
We've got Tyler Hero. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Juzang in at the shooting guard. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Jaquez. Now here's Adebayo. Juzang, good. Juzang's got 9.
Bam averaged 5 assists per game during that breakout campaign in 2020, and he's at it again.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Hero, no good. Trailblazers leading by 6. Henderson outside. Right side, Avdia. From 17 feet out, and that one is off. The Heat have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
So fun when you make the right read on the break, and Hero did so there.
Hero against Henderson, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Henderson's got 4 points this quarter.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Jaquez outside, stolen by Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Coaches love guys who play with a high motor. Avdia is one of those.
The Heat trail by 8. Pass to Juzang. Jaquez left side. And here's Adebayo. Here's Juzang. 9 points in the game so far. 5 on the clock. There's Hero with the 3. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
Ayton up top. He's covered by Hero. Sharp with it. He's got 9. They swipe it. Here's Juzang. Pass to Ware. To the middle. And Adebayo throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. For 3, Henderson. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Juzang. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Good ball movement here by Miami. Jaquez the pass to Juzang. Ware kicks to Hero. For the tie. The rebound by Sharp.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And Miami making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Price is checked in for Portland. Juzang passes to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. Hero from long range. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pass to Kamare. Can they get it? Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Trailblazers lead by 5. Now Adebayo. Hero from long range. That one falls coming off Adebayo. Feet. Adebayo's got 3 assists. And here's Avdia. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Price looking it over. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. A 2-point game. They host the Spurs after this one. Adebayo down low. Working on Price. And Adebayo throws it down.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team, just fighting tonight.
Miami's on 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And that one's good. Price has got 7. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Pass to Kamare. Henderson against Hero. And Henderson throws it down hard.
Oh, man, Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was.
Timeout.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric. Polstra looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Dance time. Get ready to dance like
Nikola Jovic is checked in for the Heat. Man comes in for Hero.
Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Trailblazers. Here's Jovic. Pass to Juzang. Wiggins outside. Here's Jovic. Miami no good on that time either. Portland leading by 4. Out to Walker. Pass to Simons. Clock at 6. Back to Walker. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And that one's good. Wiggins has got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Making his size a factor. Wiggins does work in the paint.
Now Simon. He's got 14. To the paint. Here's Price. And finished off by Price.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. They set the screen. Good ball movement here by Miami. And they take the lead. Juzang's got the lead up to 1 now for the Heat.
Perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point line.
Right side, Simon. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Man with it. Still scoreless. Here's Juzang. And the Heat, another 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Heat making a switch here. Winston's checked in. 43 seconds left to play in the third. And here is Simons. 14 points for him. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat leading by 4. Their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
First team foul.
24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Wiggins. Now, man, he's guarded by Williams. Shot clock at 5. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
First trip to the... Free throw line for him tonight.
Second team foul.
Free throw off from Mann. Here's Simons. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Miami with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this. three-pointers sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Jabari Walker is out there with Williams. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Price. And it's Simons in at the point.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Man. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Price outside. Down low. Swiped away. Driving inside. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Miami. And then for the Trailblazers, Shaedon Sharpe's checked in for Price. And Henderson subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Here's Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Passes to Jovic. Here's Hero. Shoots over Henderson. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hero's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat. Henderson against Hero. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And showing the kind of dominant potential that Scoot has. Great to see him. Continue the attack while hot from outside.
And a wide open look for Hero. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, here's Sharpe. Defended by man. And it's Sharpe missing. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Wiggins outside. Inside. Kicks it out to Hero. 6 to shoot. Takes a 3. And it's Wiggins missing. Trailblazers trail by 7. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Henderson finds Sharpe. Knocks it loose. And taken away by Johnson. Here's Jovic. Henderson defending. Jovic, no good.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you
Sharpe, the pass to Henderson. Shoots over Hero, and it's blocked.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing
to swat that one away.
Miami leading by 7. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to Hero. Shot clock at 6. Here's Man. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Trailblazers trail by 7. To the middle. Here's Henderson. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Wiggins. Back to Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Hero's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And Hero getting to the spots where he can be very effective. That swagger he plays with is infectious.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. A different look for Miami. Ware's checked in, and Bam Adebayo subbed in for Johnson. Portland. Also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Avdia comes in for Walker. And Anunoby subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations, and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the 3. We're good, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
And Wiggins showing a bit of strength, even with that frame of his, able to take the punishment and still get the score.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the Trailblazers. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that Needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Trailblazers trail by 7. Anunoby passes to Sharp. Back to Anunoby. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Juzang. It's tipped and stolen by Sharp. And now Portland on the break. Here's Avdia. Here's Ayton. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wiggins kicks to Hero. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Hero's got the lead up to 9 now for Miami. Avdia, the pass to Thibault. Avdia against Adebayo. Pass to Anunoby. Ayton with it. Portland moving the ball around. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blower.
A willingness to play physical. Avdia not holding back.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Miami.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
11 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. Trailblazers trail by 7. And the jam by Avdia.
I like the way Avdia is competing right now, always looking to make a play.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jaquez outside. Curls it from outside.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Here's Sharp. What a terrific move that was.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
Pass to Juzang. Here's Ware. Lets it go from deep. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Thibault finds Sharp. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Tyler Hero picks one up.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
The Heat leading by 3. Pass to Ware. And here is Hero. Over Thibault. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Ayton. It's stolen by Adebayo. Jaquez with the ball. Now guarded by Ayton. Hero on the wing. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Pass to Juzang, and stolen by Thibault. Down low, deflects the pass. Here's the break. Here's Juzang. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Now
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And just like that, this game is a 2-possession affair.
Hero against Sharp. Pass to Thibault. Now, here's Sharp. Defense is right there.
And how about that move by Sharp against the defense, getting them to put contact on him so he can draw the foul.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Hero against Abdia. Hero kicks to Adebayo. Here's Juzang. Has to wear. 4 on the clock. For 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Sharp. Here he goes. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, huge bucket from Sharp. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one.
Abdia against Hero. It's in!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
The Trailblazers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Anunoby outside. Abdia, the pass to Sharp. A three-pointer off the mark. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Hero against Sharp. Outside, Hero. And Adebayo. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Third team foul. 1.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 7. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
Here's Simons. It falls! And now they trail by just 4.
Love the play there on the inbound. The defense lost contact with him, and he knocks down the triple.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball. Just look those 5 seconds away.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
There's 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Cranes it from downtown.
Simon.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. You guessed it, we're going to have a technical foul here. They tried to call a timeout, but already had used all of them. I think just lost track of the situation.
Major mental lapse there, and he's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary time.
You're right, G.A. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment. 7 seconds left in the fourth. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there was some time.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our